Hello everyone. Today is Friday, June 17th, 2022 at 9:20 a.m. Well, I don't remember what time I went to bed or went to sleep last night, but I slept through the night straight up. And I slept all through the night with no bathroom breaks or nothing, like no getting up to go to the bathroom or nothing. And I'm still feeling sleepy and tired. But, my bladder woke me up this morning. I had to go pee. And it was mostly a peaceful morning with just a tiny bit of little noise. So, as predicted, nobody came through and helped me last night. Nobody came and helped me last night. And, I'm so tired. I guess my body trying to, make up from, the night before last when I got probably only an hour of sleep. So, dang, so I have to be back on the streets just because they did what they did with my check. And as predicted, nobody came. Well, one person donated me $25 earlier in the day. But I'm not disclosing who that is, and it's none. The perps is online perps is none of y'all business. And it was another TI, another targeted individual. So, if I would have got, I didn't even check my bank account yet. Come to think of it, I didn't even check my bank account. But, this morning I haven't yet checked my bank account. But after this video, if I remember, I'm gonna go and check my bank account. So, as far as I know, the check ain't there. It's not direct deposited. So, that's just messed up. That I could have been here, paid up from last week and then been here again this week. So, I won't get any privacy tonight with sleeping or trying to go have a place to go potty. And, this is really scary that people don't care. Organization, if you're a targeted individual, organizations won't help you. And, organizations won't help you, and churches won't help you. And churches should be working for God, but no, the majority of them, and that's one of the Masonic sellout 501c3 churches, are the lukewarm churches nowadays. And they're not even lukewarm no more. They're cold, working for Satan, So, I'm sitting there thinking the Bible is so beautiful. I mean, yeah, when in the book of Revelation talking about, hot or cold and lukewarm, and that I will spew thee out of my mouth. Lukewarm Christians or whatever. And it's like, I'm trying to get back on it because I know dealing with the targeting, I get so distracted, But at the same time, as I say, you got to keep your eyes open because they are trying to kill you and trying to destroy you. And if you read in 1 Peter 5:8, it mentions be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. I don't think I quoted that properly. I used to know certain scriptures so well. So I think I got the scripture correctly, but yeah, so the perps are online. I mean, I was thinking shortly before I started the video, I was thinking that, wow, the online perps hate me so much that I see that I try to show something positive and good, and the online perps, they gave me 14 thumbs down. And at first I saw 2 thumbs up on the video, but then now I see 4 thumbs up. So I'm feeling like I wish YouTube had a system just like they said that, I mean, they did not, I mean, on the shorts videos, they have thumbs up and thumbs down, but on the regular videos, you can see in YouTube Studio, you can see thumbs down in the regular videos. But I don't even check my YouTube Studio often. So, on the shorts videos, you can see thumbs down, and the online perps have been disabling my comments against my will. They disable my comments, and I hardly comment on my own videos. I do every once in a while when responding to people, but making my own comments is rare, but I comment responding to people, and sometimes, like yesterday, they strategically targeted and attacked the video that I did yesterday with asking for help with $730. And as I said, if I would have got the help that I needed, I mean, if they wouldn't have tried to delay my payment, if they wouldn't have tried to delay my payment, then I wouldn't have needed to ask. I could have paid that $730 myself. But, the online perps, they have their lies and false assumptions. They're probably lying and saying, well, Candy got that $730 and she's just trying to be greedy for more and stuff like that. I mean, I wish that YouTube, I wish that if you have somebody's account blocked on YouTube, I wish that there was a way where I wish that there was a way where if you have their account blocked on YouTube, then their thumbs up and thumbs down, and just like the comments get censored, I wish the thumbs up and thumbs down would be censored as well. But what the stalking trolls do online is they try to create alternate accounts and secretly stalk you. I mean, as I said, I'm not subscribed to anybody I don't like, and I don't follow anybody on Twitter who I really don't like. Maybe one person, but I'm not gonna mention his name. But he hardly be on Twitter as much anymore. But I kind of felt like I'm thinking about blocking. Next time, I don't even know if he hasn't talked to me in a long time. But if he ever says something smart ass towards me again, I'ma block him. But it's been a very long time since he ever said anything to me. So but other than that, and he's supposed to be in the TI community. But other than that, yeah, I don't follow on Twitter really, or subscribe on YouTube really to anybody I don't like. And sometimes somebody on Twitter might do like tagging in a tweet or whatever and share a YouTube link. And if it's the link towards a fake TI perp or a so-called TI who I don't get along with, or they gave me a problem before, I hurry up and delete. I hurry up and delete that video out of my my YouTube watch history. And some people, have me blocked without cause for no reason at all. you know. So, but I mean, it's like the gang stalkers, they put you in extreme situations. They do this and then blame, and other targeted individuals say that too. They say that the gang stalkers blame us for what they did to us. But then the gang stalkers also, they falsely say that you should be the blame for your own problems, or you cause your own problems, or you Candy does a lot of self-sabotage. Well, no. Y'all know what's going on, but pretending that you don't. So, I'm very frightened to have to be back on the streets tonight. This is some wild shit. This is wild stuff, you know. Very wild. And, you know, some of the online perps, they belong to certain religious cults. Like my twin sister in the fake IDMR cult, and Star Bricker belonging to the, you know, the fake Mormon cult, in which I caught her confirming that the other day. Because one time she tried to gaslight me and lie and say that she's not part of the Mormon cult. And it seems like she's the one who, I've caught her in a lot of lies. And then she lies and said, Candy lies through her teeth. I've lied about nothing. I'm not going to say I used to lie sometimes when I was a child, you know, and scared to get in trouble or whatever. And even within the past, I'll say 5 years, I can count on my hands how many lies I've told. I hardly told many lies, you know. But yeah, what child doesn't lie all the time? But they got some adults who live for lying, and they're comfortable with lying, and they lie like it's natural. And I can't stand a compulsive liar. You waste my time. And they got a whole bunch, I mean, they got some of the, you know, New Age is a cult. So, and, you know, you got some people who are associated with the occultists, occultists, witches, and New Agers, homosexuals, all y'all, you know, gang stalking and following me, and some of y'all pretending to be targeted. And sometimes they'll have perps that come at you and pretend to be targeted just to try to get you to let your guard down and get in your space and get inside your soul and try to ruin and destroy you. Or they'll pretend like as if they're completely and totally ignorant of gang stalking, and want you to speak to them like they're a baby and tell them about the gang stalking tactics. So I put in the description box the certain links to educate people. I mean, y'all can see for yourselves what I put in the description box. But, you know, I try to educate people more on, you know, the gang stalking tactics that they do to us. And, you know, we try to put the truth out there and educate, but the popular fakes, they think that they're better now because they stopped talking about their targeting, and they were rewarded with nice houses, cars, a job, and stuff, while they go around perping and trying to silence people who still being targeted and outspoken. And they think they're wiser now because they sold out and they become narcissistic. But they got some people who profess to be chosen ones, who've been hating my guts since day one and separated themselves from me as far back as 2019 and never really commented on my videos or never really watched my videos or nothing. And it's like so much gossip and slander and smear campaigns and bullying in the TI community. And so much just corruption and everybody calling everybody a perp, or everybody calling everybody a fake TI. But the ones who are actually fake are the ones who you respect, and they're popular and well liked with a lot of subscribers, and telling everybody shut up and ignore. And you know what? They vibrated, like, as soon as I closed my eyes to try to go to sleep last night, they vibrated my organs for about 5 minutes last night. I wish that on YouTube, I wish that if you have a person's account blocked, I wish that they can't see you, that they can't see you at all. Yesterday I felt so bad that I almost wanted to just give up and leave everything on social media. Because it's ridiculous how a whole bunch of online strangers think they run your life. And they want me to give up and stop, quote unquote, begging once and for all. But they want to try to stop me from making a living from writing or being an author. And they think that I'm a clown and the biggest what they want to call laughing stock and clown for being an author and writing. But you know, I've been more vocal about them shunning my writing, and they harass me even more and try to protest that I should not write, I should not eat, I should not go to the beach, I should not swim. I can be like 20 minutes early for the bus, waiting for the bus, and it never comes at the beach. And then somehow I'm the only one who misses the bus. If I was dropped off there earlier and dropped off there several other times, if I ask the bus driver when is the last bus, and the bus driver, if they change the schedule or temporarily modify the schedule, and then they get an attitude with me, and I'm like, if you the bus driver, how you don't know what time the bus don't come? So they play all kinds of games, and a couple of times they thought they wanted to try to make me learn my lesson from going to the beach. And going to the beach, I mean, the bus ride for me, I got the disabled pass now. I mean, I got it again, you know, after all my stuff got stolen last year. I got the disabled pass, so it cost me only $1.10 instead of $2.35. So you're gonna sit there and force me to forfeit $1.10 just so I had to be forced to pay like $20 or $25 to go back in town. All because you have a big issue with me going. And my twin sister gets that from the foster mom too. That anything that makes me happy is part of my mental sickness, and I should be shunned for it. But it's okay for them to have their obsessions and things that they like, or things that they feel strongly and passionate about. My twin sister won't get any thumbs down for talking about food. And she's bigger than me, and she got all these health problems. But to give me like 14 thumbs down on, I mean, but yesterday I was like, I tried to, at first I was like, you know, she was nice and offered me food next door, you know. And at first I was like, no, thank you, I'm fine, whatever. And, you know, like, you sure? I'm like, well, and she's like, it's very hot. It's hot food. Well, the food was, you know, kind of cold. Not cold, but, you know, room temperature. And I was wondering, I was like, you know, I was kind of scared because it seemed like the plate looked dirty, you know, but, you know, me trying to be polite and stuff. But I'm glad I didn't get sick or nothing, you know, but I figured the peppers and onions probably was, you know, would help me sleep last night. And but I had already, I mean, earlier, I remember I told y'all before 4:30 yesterday, I had nothing to eat or drink until more like 5 o'clock in the evening. So then, I had the black beans and rice, the Asian black beans and rice, that caught me off guard because I was like, wow. The Asian black beans and rice. It's like I wasn't expecting it to be dessert like sweet. I thought it was just some regular doggone black beans and rice, and then whatever that seasoning I put that came with it, it was even more sweet. I'm like, gross. I'm never buying this again. So I was wondering what was all that about. So that caught me off guard for it to be dessert like sweet black beans and rice. It was so gross, nasty. Never again. I thought that was just some regular old black beans and rice. And it tasted like it had some coconut oil without the greasiness in it. I tasted coconut oil kind of flavor in it. But yeah, that was weird. So, but the online perps, you know, they think that they're perfect and think that they're better than me. But I don't even try to come across as trying to be better than anybody else. You know, but I had, I washed the plate off and I didn't realize the bottom of the plate was dirty. And, I don't know, the top of the plate may not have been dirty, but maybe it, the top of the plate, it looked like as if, I don't know if the plate was wet at the top, like as if she washed the plate off but didn't wash it that good or something. And then the bottom was dirty and had some black stuff on it. But I washed the plate off and then gave her the plate back. And I also, it was a nice gesture. I didn't get sick, so, because that was what Monique was trying to say in the video last year about the donut issue. Talking about me being greedy and talking about perps poisoning me. And the narcissistic control freak fake TI perps, they act like as if they want to try to manipulate you into being extra paranoid. But that's narcs for you. Overt narcs. So I cleaned off the plate, and then those sodas, I wasn't gonna drink them, so I figured, as a return favor, I gave them those sodas that, I wasn't gonna drink them. And from this day forward, I probably not gonna want to. Well, I need to stay totally away from Powerade and Gatorade and stuff, and I seldom drink lemonade. I forgot that tonight is gallery night. I mean, I could have had a ball tonight. I could have had a blast to just, get my paycheck this morning via direct deposit, pay up from last week, and pay on this week, this coming week. And then, and then, just relax and enjoy myself and have a good time this evening at gallery night. And, it would be no begging necessary this time like I had to do last month. And, the couple bought me the food and, they let me spend it on whatever I wanted. And I've had enough bread and sandwiches or whatever earlier. Just like this week, I had too much peanut butter sandwiches. Too many peanut butter sandwiches. So I wanted to try to get something other than bread. And so I forgot what dish it was that I got. But the food truck that was cooking it, I was disappointed because they say it's New Orleans food, but it had no flavor at all on the food. But then the greens that they had was way too extremely, like, unbearably salty. And well, if I would have known this, I probably would have mixed all the food together and it probably could have balanced out. So the perps, narcissistic abusers, they feel like, and the gang stalking network, they feel like that too. They want the target to be totally enslaved with less money and less freedom. Because I heard some kind of way they want to try to keep you enslaved and broke so that they can have more power and control over you. Just like the system. They got more rules and laws for you when you're low income and living on Section 8. When you're living on Section 8, or you got to get food stamps, or Social Security, or any other welfare benefits, they got all these doggone rules you got to follow. You take the bus, you got more rules you got to follow and more restrictions on movement. But if you're driving your own car, yes, you got rules, but you're your own boss when you're driving your own car. Because when you get in your own car, there's no restrictions on no time restrictions on when you can leave or whatever. And then you get somewhere in 10 minutes in your own car, where if on certain bus systems, it might take you 3 hours to get there. And I've been forced to deal with that for a long time. Or you might have to wait 3 hours for a doggone taxi. So then, so if you might have to wait 3 hours for a cab, but now they got Uber and all that, so then, so I mean, if you were considered a homeowner, you got less rules on who you can let in your house, or who you can let come live with you, and you don't need the government's or system's approval of who you can let stay with you and how long. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't remember if I talked about it last night. I thought I did, but I thought I didn't. But excuse me if I did talk about it. So yesterday evening, I tried to look for some doggone solution. I called up Big Lagoon State Park, and I asked them about, the camping life. I never in my life stayed in a tent or never went camping. And me being a black, disabled city female, I mean, I've lived in country, and like people say that Denton, Texas was the country, thanks to doggone Hurricane Katrina, but I've been mostly a city girl, not a country lady. And Greenville, South Carolina was country as well. But I lived in mainly the city for almost all my life, the majority of my life. Over 30 years of my life, I lived in a city. Growing up in New Orleans, well, Gretna, they call that the suburbs. But, New Orleans is the doggone city. I lived in LA. I lived in New York City, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I didn't even want to live in no doggone Milwaukee ever. And I don't even care to go visit Milwaukee anymore. And if I do, it'll be just to change my doggone probably to close my bank account. But then it seems like I'm still not eligible to really open up bank. Come on, man. I'm not eligible to see, the moment I mention about money and banking and stuff, that's when he go with the noise harassment. So That man is so disgusting and annoying. And then they'll call it elder abuse for me to say that or disrespectful to say that he's disgusting and annoying, but he's a doggone perp. So, fake nice perp that secretly does evil stuff behind my back, like when he did my clothes. I figured it was him because you had the power to mess with the machines like that. But yesterday I was able to, after he left, I was able to wash my clothes in peace. Nobody messed with me. But somebody before me had a whole bunch of nasty ass dog hairs to the point where it was ridiculous. And like my clothes were forced to touch that. Gross. I should have sanitized it like I usually do. But I was just trying to get things out just quickly and then come back and take out. I mean, I couldn't wait to have a bath last night, because I didn't get to get one Wednesday night because they had the water shut off for over 30 hours or so. So anyway, I don't know what time I'm going to have to be forced to leave today. So I just wish I wish it was there. I wish my check was there. And Waterfront Mission, they're supposed to be a Christian organization, but I forgot. I keep on forgetting that they're actually one of those homeless shelters that's the men's shelter, that's a cult. So, I went there to try to eat lunch before. I got bullied over there. And I tried to go to the Washburn Center. That's where the guy threatened to stab me. So I don't go to the Washburn. They're rude at the Washburn Center. The staff is rude at the Washburn Center and all that too. The homeless shelter IDs, when they stole all my stuff, they stole the homeless IDs and stuff too. And I just never really went back to try to get another homeless ID. But I'm still officially homeless. So now they're blasting loud music. So I'm scared. And as I said, I don't know of anywhere else to go. And the more people you're around, that's the more they're gonna perp and harass you. And I don't get no getting no privacy at all. Getting no privacy at all. And now I won't get to have a hiding spot where I can hide my sleeping bag. I have to be forced to take my sleeping bag everywhere and then be treated with more abuse because of being obvious homeless because of carrying around a sleeping bag. I don't have a car. And so the online perps also said this. Remember a few months ago, this lady, she was in Mark Horvath's of Invisible People. She was in his live stream, falsely promised me a car. She was supposed to be some professional in South Florida, maybe Miami. And she offered to buy me a car. And then I don't think we were texting. I think she was emailing me back and forth. And, she gave me some website to look at cars. And she wanted me with a low mileage. She wanted me to pick out a low mileage car. And said she was going to buy me a car. She offered. And I said, well, remember when you said you wanted to help get me a car or whatever? And she offered to buy me a car. And then, that's the games that they play, She offered to buy me a car and told me to pick out a car, and I would pick out a car, try to pick out something lower price and try to not be so much of a burden on her. And she's like, no, pick a low mileage car. Well, I'm like, well, I might as well try to get pick out a brand new car then. And so then all she donated was $300 or something like that. And I'm like, well, she gave me, you know, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought she just donated $300 and then went AWOL on me. The perps must have compromised her. So then the online perps were recently talking about it, and as I said, they get stories twisted up or add in their own. The online perps, they want to maliciously twist everything. And then they say things about me in a way that make even other targeted individuals think I'm crazy and insane, and be saying that, oh, you make the TI community look bad, or you're an embarrassment to the TI community and stuff. No, I'm not the embarrassment. The way the online perps, the way they twist everything, they try to over exaggerate and twist and stretch everything and lie and add in their own. I don't even think they just want to assume. They add in malicious lies on purpose just to make me sound as crazy and insane as possible. And then they want to talk about me being entitled when you act like you're entitled to own my life. I got you. How are you? You're entitled by thinking you can thumbs down all my damn videos, and I have you blocked, and you think that you can entitled to insult and abuse me. How's that for entitlement? Get out my life. Mind your business. So then, the lady just went AWOL on me. So then they try to say, well, Candy cursed out a lady who gave her $300. I didn't even curse out in the email or nothing. So it's like, I'm pretty sure y'all haven't read the emails. So it's like, I'm wondering, well, I'm trying to figure out, and the lady never contacted me again after she donated just $300. And I'm wondering, well, what am I supposed to do with this? I thought that she was supposed to donate me enough money to buy me a car. And I'm saying this is the games that they play and that they stood me up. And then people want to say, oh, you're ungrateful. You're lucky she even gave you $300. No, if you say, why don't you keep your word on your promises? Instead of just playing games with somebody that's already suffering. That's my point. So I'm sitting here, all I could do with the $300 was to spend it towards another week in the motel. And that's exactly what I did. And that's all I could do. And then they try to say, well, Candy could have put a down payment on that car. People don't put no $300 on down payment on a car. Usually people put like $2,000 or something. And then due to my homeless situation, I could have put, it probably would have been a smaller down payment towards a car. But I'm with the tax refund. But what happened was I'm homeless. And so they wouldn't allow me to do that. They wouldn't allow me to put a down payment or finance a car. But this lady led me on to think that she was going to buy me a car outright. She offered in the first place and stood me up and played games and just went AWOL on me and quit contacting me. So that's how these frauds, what they do, the gang stalking frauds, play games, Look at that. So, And then after the perps play games and I speak out about how they cheated me, then the online perps who think they know it all and they weren't there, um, it's like how the online perps living in like way in Nashville, Tennessee, or Spokane, Washington, gonna tell me what I did on my job? Or she never does any work, and she sits in the bathroom all day. No, I don't. You see, if you're supposed to be working next door, why are you right in front of my door? Just making noise to harass, to try, I guess, try to make me shut up. So, whenever I do get my work paycheck, I guess I'm gonna have to leave out of here today. And then if or when I can get my work paycheck, if or when I get it, I'm gonna have to if or when I can get my work paycheck, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to, when I get my work paycheck, I'm gonna have to pay $365 of back pay here and be living on the doggone streets. So this is so messed up. But you know, that's like that Terry Sullivan lady. She went out of her way to help me, and I told her about the gang stalking. She swore up and down that she wasn't, that her and her daughter, you know, she said that she wasn't going to let the perps compromise her. But she might have been a covert perp the whole time. And sometimes perps will probably, you know, pretend to be fake nice and splurge on you, and then just go AWOL on you and disappear, and then you wonder like, what the hell? So if she bought me like a care package or something, she bought me some food and got me a hotel room for 2 nights. And she got me a hotel room for 2 nights. And then she offered to co-sign. I didn't ask her. She offered to off her own mind. She told me that she was gonna co-sign on an apartment for me in Navarre, Florida. You know, she said she was gonna co-sign on an apartment for me, and you know, when she tried to get me another hotel another time, she said that the man at the cheaper hotels on Pensacola Boulevard near the Greyhound station, she said that he overcharged, that he double charged her and cheated her. And then next thing you know, it seemed like she, I guess, took it out on me and went AWOL on me. And then I crossed paths with her again, and she told me, you know, I crossed paths with her again, and it was earlier this year, shortly before I left the other motel in Gulf Breeze. And she, with the other motel. So what she did was, she had, I don't know if she got offended at me hugging her. You know, I haven't seen her in a long time. And so she was all acting like she was excited to see me. And I almost didn't recognize her and her daughter. And then, so after that, I almost didn't recognize her. So then, I almost didn't recognize her. So then, I think it was the day I had that job interview at that I forgot what's the acai berry I forgot the name of that I forgot the name of that company that I used to always be excited about it, and they would sell like it was like a smoothie, it was like a smoothie in a bowl or whatever, something City Bowl South, that place. Yeah, and those people were supposed to be Christians and they didn't even hire me. And so that used to be one of my favorites, and I'm deeply hurt because I'm not gonna support them. I'm not gonna support their fake ass business anymore. I mean, but if you're friends with Seville Quarter, you're unequally yoked too. I didn't even feel right working at Seville Quarter because, and I know that Avis and Budget, they have nothing to do with Jesus Christ. They're just a car rental business with no God in it. That might have been why what happened, why what happened happened. So so I saw the Terry lady at that place, and she made false promises to offer me a job, and then went AWOL again. I mean, or I think she tried to offer me a job or a business opportunity, and then went AWOL on me again. I'm like, I hope to never see you again. Cause she claimed she used to be homeless and dealt with domestic violence and stuff, but she acted like she had the personality of the type of person who would have been a narcissistic, control freak, fake friend. You know. So I'm glad I didn't get too close with her, because things probably would have been a disaster. But it's like, how can I have a bachelor's degree and narcissistic perps who keep trying to battle to control you and police your life? It's like they try to make like I don't have the mentality to do nothing. Like as if I'm too mentally incapable of doing everything in life. And then they treat me like I'm super retarded with not a lick of common sense. And, if they would think I'm too retarded, if I have a bachelor's degree, they would think I'm too retarded to know how to take a bath. I already told you about how the foster sister Shelley, after I graduated from college, not high school, but college, and then turn around and say, do you know how to make Easy Mac in a microwave? Bitch, I drove your fucking kids to and from school every damn day. If I can drive a damn car, then I definitely can make Easy Mac in the microwave. Why the hell would you ask such a question? The foster mom even had to get on her case about that. Just fucking ignorant. Low class, ghetto, and ignorant. So but then you think I'm crazy and retarded. And then it seems like throughout the years nobody wanted me to work, and they wanted me to be a punished slave against my will to Social Security that I never in the first place signed up for. The foster mom and the fake social workers pull strings to do that. And the psychiatrist and the voc rehab counselor, they hit me with frequencies to cause me a headache. And it's not even in the middle. So in the middle, that's a migraine. But it's off on the side right here that they hit me with like giving me pulsating headache. They're trying to get me to shut up. So I don't even kiss the foster family. I don't even look at them a certain way anymore. As I said, I just fuck all y'all. You know that nobody wanted me to work, and the foster mom tried to lie to the she tried to lie to the vocal rehab counselor years ago and say I'm schizophrenic. And when I tried to tell her that's not what Dr. Chakraborty has me diagnosed as, and I said, oh, am I really schizophrenic? And I'm like, and the foster mom with the most vicious hate anger after the vocal rehab counselor left the office to go get some paperwork that she printed out. And the foster mom gave me the most vicious look and said, start your shit, you hear? Start your shit. I'm not fucking schizophrenic. But the foster mom will smear campaign me as schizophrenic in front of my face. And then took the most embarrassing mental health psychiatric evaluations, the most humiliating and embarrassing. She forced me to take to the financial aid office at Nichols State University when I was new there. So if anybody got any record on your mental health, they all disrespect and abuse you and treat you worse than a murderer. If you got like a mental health label. So like throughout the years, people wanted me to stay forced punished on Social Security throughout my life, adulthood life, and I didn't want this life. But people acting mean for no reason, and I said, well, why are you getting an attitude? And then they blow off even worse, and then you're the one causing trouble, and then you get fired, or you get kicked out, banned, or whatever. And all this is just unnecessary. So maybe it wasn't meant for me to work at Avis, but I got hired so quick, but then I had to wait 8 days. But I mean, it's just weird. That I got to go through what I got to go through. I'm really scared because I got to owe back pay on this motel, something I was trying to avoid, and the gang stalkers set this up. So I'm gonna have to go back on the streets. And this is a weekly motel; it's not a daily. I was told this is weekly and not daily. But it's like it's close to summer, so the hotels that would have normally been like $75 over the winter, $75 a night over the winter. The hotels, they're like an outrageous $200 or $250 now. Like, I better not even fix my mouth to ask for no help with the hotel, with another hotel room, like for a few nights until I can get my check and maybe just pay y'all back or something. If I can just reimburse or pay you back. So, it's like 2 or 3 nights in a hotel. Might as well be a whole week in this motel. So this is what I try to do. I try to call Big Lagoon State Park last night. And I try to call Big Lagoon State Park. And when the lady said that I couldn't have a car. I'm sorry. She said I couldn't just sleep on a sleeping bag on the ground. She said I had to have a tent or a car. I said, well, I don't have a tent, but I said that, I can try to get a tent. So she said it would be $22 a night. And excuse me, and she said it would be $22 a night, and she said that it would be that I would have to have a tent or a car, and I couldn't just use my sleeping bag. And she said that they're since the summer and stuff, that it's always frequently booked. And so she said that it would be very scarce for me to get the opportunity to get any space in. Maybe once or twice out of the night, I probably could get and then where I wouldn't have any place else I can put the tent. If I had a tent and I had to pack up and leave, and then I found out that the bus doesn't even go there, that I would have to take an Uber to get way over there. So I don't know if the other campgrounds will be overbooked or booked all the time. But I looked into that as an option. I mean, as I said, I never went camping before. Never in my life went camping before. Never. Maybe I slept in a tent one time. No, I don't think I ever slept in a tent, and I never slept out in the woods. Never, and I don't know where to go out in the woods. So, I don't know. And I already told y'all about what happened with the well, it's been so long. But some people who know me from 2019, I try to go stay at Satoshi Forest, and I don't know if I should. I mean, and then even the homeless. I mean the Satoshi Forest. That man from the Washburn Center, he even told me that Satoshi Forest wouldn't be a good fit for you. So I already told y'all about the Huts for Our Friends thing. That didn't work out because, I mean, the guy couldn't get the hut. He couldn't get enough money for the sprinklers to help men. Help men, women, and children. But then there was a new men's shelter that they just freaking opened here. Why don't they do something for single women or women? I mean, I don't understand. They help all these homeless men, and in order to be a woman, you have to have a child in order to get help. And when I was working at the high school, they had this guy. He looked biracial, and he was a coworker, and he told me, "Candy, you know what you need to do?" I said, "What?" He said, "You need to just get pregnant." With a deceitful looking smile on his face. He told me I just need to get pregnant. But I mean, I would like to try to do stuff biblically to get married and then get pregnant and have kids and be a helpmeet to a man, a decent Christian man, and kids and stuff. But the gang stalkers would cause friction and cause me to be, try to manipulate or mind control. I heard that they would mind control your husband and kids to be abusive and mean towards you. And then if I was married, the online gang stalkers, they would infiltrate and sabotage my marriage. Or they would, or even the gang stalking network will probably manipulate my husband to divorce me and make it like I'm the worst loser of a wife there is to be. Or they'll try to falsely make it like as if, like Star Bricker or somebody would have called CPS and had my kids taken away a long time ago. Or J Demon Rotten shit would have threatened to do it. So and I heard that the gang stalking network, if you have kids, they tell you to your face and threaten to murder your kids. Or they'll threaten to sodomize your kids to your face. I'm telling y'all, this satanic, globalistic cabal network, the Freemasonic, Luciferian gang stalking. So What if I could write another? They hit my head again. What if I could try to write another short story? I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. You don't have a right. You can't force me to stop writing. And Starbricker has sabotaged some of my ebooks and got them blocked on Amazon. So I'm be so busy fighting this targeting that I forget to promote my ebooks and fundraisers sometimes. And I'm just trying to survive. So I'm gonna upload these. Right now, I don't even have any more. Oh wait, I can fill up this bottle of water. I can fill it up, and I just have that. Yeah, I have a little food for now. I'm just letting y'all know how I'm surviving as a homeless TI, single and all by myself. You know, so my head. They're causing me. They stopped the headache for a while, and now they're attacking my head again. So I'm gonna try to write a short story before they throw me out of here, and I'm about to, and I'll let y'all know if the funds were in the bank account or in my bank account or not. I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, so I guess I just have to expect that the funds aren't there. So I'll update y'all and let y'all know what's going on. I mean, this is for my safety and security. So, let my supporters know what's going on. So thank you. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later on.